Hey, welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I am Alex. We are playing Fable Anniversary. Still. Yeah, I think Cora and I both went to Christian schools at different points. I went to Catholic school in first grade and kindergarten. So not that long. I change schools like every 2 years or something. Jesus Christ, there's so many of these dudes. Come at me, Zambros. Why is this dude still following us? I thought at the end of the quest he was supposed to stop. Oh, he died. Alright. Rest in peace, Gravekeeper. At least you're at the right place. You're so ashamed of what a good kid you were. Well, whatever. Being a good kid saved you a lot of embarrassment in retrospect. Like, well, I don't know if that's true, but there's a lot of embarrassing stories that edgy rebel friends have, that I have. So what you're supposed to do at this point is, like, run through here and not be murdering these ad infinitum, but it's kind of fun. You've only ever been to the principal's office to accept prizes. No, my school's administration, like, tried to get my friends and I kicked out of the school because they were convinced that we were, like, terrible people. But I went to a very elitist high school. It was a public school, but it was in a very affluent part of our city, and they were heart-set on trying to make sure that they had, like, only the best students, and pushing all the bad kids to the other schools in the area, so they looked even better by comparison. It was a really terrible educational environment. It was really just about trying to get that sweet grant money. No child's left behind if you convince them to go to another school because of harassment from the administrative staff. No joke, my principal threatened to throw me out into traffic when I was 13, something like that. Like, I knocked a bag onto one of my friends because it was a stupid prank that we used to do. And he's like, well, if I just, like, pushed you out into traffic, I wouldn't have killed you. It would have been the car that killed you, right? I'm like, no, asshole, you still would have been the one that killed me. Yeah.
Not welcome here.
Okay, boys. Man.
Turn back.
I haven't thought about that in a long time. Yeah, that guy was a terrible person. At the time, it really made me frustrated that kids didn't have more representative rights or rights at all, because the administrator of my school threatened to throw me into traffic because I was annoying him, and he thought I was being a smartass about something. What a dick. No, he was not incompetent. That's not the word I'd use for it. He was very, very mindful of what he was doing. He was a dick, a jackass, and an all-around terrible person, but not incompetent. Very good at trying to get the poorer kids and the less academic performing kids to feel like they needed to leave the school. Lying to a teacher about your homework almost got you sent to the principal's office? That's so weird! I lied to my teachers all the time about my homework, and then I just started telling them that I didn't do it because I didn't care, and they didn't do anything about that, so we kind of made peace. The slut incident. It's kind of nice that you have an incident that you can refer to as the slut incident. It sounds like a good episode name for a TV show. An empty bottle. Yeah. uh, I don't think I ever got in trouble for fighting. There was like a pseudo fight club that kids tried to start at my school. I didn't have a real fake fight club, a real fake fight club. Yeah, that's a weird thing to say until I went to college. It was the stupidest thing. Sounds like your principal was bored. Ah, well that's awkward. Getting into a Holocaust argument with a teacher sounds like a just a wonderful time. Yeah, going to the light. Yeah. That's about twice as many kids as I had in classes. We had 20 per class, and those were only the big classes. I went to a very small school. My entire graduating class was, I don't know, 200 people, something like that. I didn't actually graduate at the same time as them. I dropped out of high school. I then graduated early by homeschooling myself. That was it? I remember this being so much harder.
You've received a new quest card.
What? What?
Check the guild for more quests.
Bruh. That's it? That's it. That's really it, huh? Yeah, let's go into the underground chamber. Nothing ominous here. Yep. Maybe they just hated you. Oh. I think I'd get along fine with your biology teacher in the being lazy and not doing anything department. That would almost definitely be my teaching style. Copy the entirety of Chapter 3 from your book into your folders. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of school. Stay. No, I click stay. Okay, good. I like, there's some good foreshadowing in this room. In the map, the top right-hand corner of the room, you see it has an eye open, and it has a 1 on it. That means something is looking at us, but we don't see anything else in this room. That's because the boss for this area is in this little pool. This very neat little poke. It's our excuse of a role model and an educator. Well, that's a much more articulate and probably less punishable way to say it. The undead in this game are so satisfying to kill. Just how brittle they are and they fall apart into a bunch of dust is so satisfying just to bop, 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 bop. Well, don't know why I just picked up there. An augmentation by the look of it. The angry sounds. Ooh. Alright, come at me, bros. Yeah. I don't like that it's built into the education system, this weird hierarchy, like, I'm in charge of you, so you do what I say. Because if you're actually out to educate people, that's a really bad reason to do what someone says. Like, that's a terrible reason to do what someone says. That's authoritarianism at, like, through and through. But school is not there, for the most part, to make you into a smarter or better person. Got into trouble because you beat the shit out of a kid who kept harassing you after, as in, be my girlfriend or I'll stab you harassment. Yeah, that sounds absolutely charming. Children, boys particularly, are so bad at expressing affection and emotions and terrible about rejection. It's appalling. I get very hopeful and happy and romantic about humanity until I hear stories like that and it's like, nah, maybe we are trash. For the longest time in high school, I didn't date anyone I went to high school with. I went and dated people from different high schools and hooked up with people from other high schools, but I never hooked up with anyone from my high school at all? No, not until I had left high school. Kid isn't bad looking. If he acted normal human being, he'd probably get a girlfriend. Yeah, but it's less about how you look and more about how you act that makes someone want to date you or sleep with you or something like that. 'Cause, like, you can be perfectly attractive, but like if you are goddamn insane or threaten to touch me or hurt me, I'm probably not going to be super excited about getting intimate or getting in a situation where I'm more exposed to you, right? Yeah, I do not envy that creepy boy stalkers was not a thing I had to deal with when I was a kid. I just got, like, cute notes from girls who liked me that I was awkward and young and didn't know how to respond to. Like, that's the worst I had, was just, like, really sweet notes that I didn't have the emotional capacity to, like, explain how I felt, or tell them that I understood or something. That's the worst I ran into. I was very lucky. Very privileged. Man, insomnia medication would have done me wonders as a kid. That sucks. I was walking home tonight, and there's a bar, well, there's a number of bars that we passed getting home, and I heard a couple of people, it must have been late 40s, talking about their parents. Parent problems never go away. The truth of the matter is, parents are just normal people, right? And I know that's not really a revolutionary statement, but that's part of growing up, is coming to that realization of like, oh, these are just two more people who are as clueless as everyone else trying their best. But it's these two 40-year-olds were like, yeah, my parents were like two completely different people, which seems like such an obvious oxymoronic thing to say, and talking about like, this parent wasn't there for me or that parent wasn't there for me, and that's valid. It's very valid. But those are very common experiences. I'd be more surprised to hear about someone who had parents that weren't problematic than someone with problematic parents. Because people are inherently deeply flawed. Oh, Argentina. Cool. Argentina's fucking beautiful. Well, parts of it. Parts of it. Patagonia is really, really beautiful. I've never been, but I went to school with a couple of Argentinian kids who were very patriotic, even though they only visited the country like a couple of months out of the year. My mom is from Brazil, so we always acted like we had this national rivalry that was ridiculous because we were a bunch of very American kids growing up in the Midwest of the United States. Yeah, that's an excellent point. Everyone's parents have problems, but some people have better relationships with them than others. Better relationships with their parents? Yeah, and better relationships with their problems. Yeah. I definitely don't mean to be dismissive by saying everyone has problems, but it's just like, it's a very humbling realization you have at certain points of your life of like, wow, no one really knows what they're doing. Like, we're all just kind of stumbling through life together, trying our best. And at times that can be horrifying, but it can really be quite relaxing and consoling as well. Just like, oh, you know, it really takes a lot of the pressure off of feeling like you need to do everything perfectly if no one does anything perfectly. Well, not anything. No one does everything perfectly. And by and large, for the most part, most people do things poorly. Or by the seat of their pants, at least. Up goes the... yeah. I really regret that I never learned to speak Spanish or Portuguese better. Spanish because so many people in the United States speak it, and Portuguese because my mom's family speaks it. So when they're trying to talk shit behind somebody's back, or they're trying to talk about something that the children shouldn't hear about or something like that, all the adults will start speaking in Portuguese. But because I am a good-for-nothing gringo, and oh, no. I can't remember how to say I don't speak Portuguese in Portuguese. I can remember how to say I don't speak Spanish in Spanish, or I don't understand Spanish in Spanish, but not Portuguese. Wow. Yeah, again, gringo. But, I can definitely tell when, like, my grandparents and my mom and her brothers or my older sister are talking about, like, adult material, but I can't join into the conversation because they're speaking in this, you know, shared code. Pretty cool. Yeah. It is greatly reassuring having this idea that, like, on the other side of 18, you can just leave and do whatever you want. That got me through a lot as a teenager. No, it wasn't necessarily true, but it helped out a lot. I was still greatly dependent financially and in many other ways on my parents for far longer than I would like to have been, and still am, because I have a very supportive family. But as a kid, just thinking like, only 2 more years, only a year and a half, only 6 more months or something like that, it's a really good way to help motivate yourself and keep yourself strong and motivated and pushing through. Yeah. I thought it was so exciting when I finally left home to live on my own. And really it was, but there's, well, you know, retrospect is always 2020, right? It's so easy to look back and be critical of our younger selves, but It's also kind of nice to look back and remember the things we used to get excited by or inspired by and try to vicariously through our past selves get excited by those things again. I like that. I wanted to move out to the West Coast when I turned 18 and study history and end up curating at a really young age.
I told you. Touch me again, and I'll wring your neck. Wait. I know you. No, it's a trick. You're not my son. The bastard's playing with my head. But it really is you.
Speaking of family.
Isn't it? What the hell were you thinking coming here? Don't you see he'll take us both? Never mind. We've got to get out of here. Get this damn cage open. Damned cage. Mom, I'm not letting you out until you get that grammatically correct. It is not a damn cage. It is a damned cage. The cage has been damned. You wish to damn the cave. Hi, Mom. You owe me some gifts. What you got in that prison cell? Anything good? That's awful. Oh, hopefully she doesn't die, like, real easily. She might, because of the increased difficulty. Out this way, I guess. I've been very lucky to have my Vava and Vovo. They are very cool old people. Very influential old people on my growth and development as an adult. I want to load here. This checkpoint was right before that conversation. There were 2 doors in there, and I went out the wrong door. Shit. Well. There's no time.
Yeah, but like, I'll come back later. You can get thrown in prison, can't you?
It's not far now.
Yeah.
We must hurry.
When does that happen? No, we try to break Mom out and it doesn't work, so we get thrown in prison, then we have to break out of prison. Yeah, I'm remembering this. Alex, you get your mom out of that cage. She's not my mom. She's this very boring video game character's mom. He has no personality. She has no personality. It's congenital. Alex is a country.
Jack!
Come now. It isn't polite to leave without saying goodbye.
Bastard!
This child of yours is quite the hero, dear Scarlet. Did you know he's being crowned arena champion? You would have been so proud of him. It must run in the family. That and getting locked up in one of my
Look at the hero's expression.
cells.
You disgusting freak. Let him go. He doesn't know anything.
Oh, I think you'll find he knows a great deal. You see, the arena seal I gave him has been showing me his every movement.
Yes.
It has been most entertaining. Digging up graves, saving old fools, meeting with that crazy sister of his.
Teresa.
Yes, it appears your darling little daughter is alive too. She's told him all about the sword, and that wretched
Looks so silly. This is supposed to be a heroic pose.
Now, my sweet, you're going to tell me where the key is.
Excuse me, sir, you seem to have 2 faces on your stomach. What am I doing? That was supposed to be...
You just get yourself nice and comfortable there. We'll be back to get you and the other scum later. Then, we'll have a bit of fun. He'll enjoy it, won't he, Tibbs?
Go to hell, pig.
Temper, Tibbs, temper.
Oh, I
You
hate
should
this
keep
part
all
of the
that
game.
energy for
So this is a
later. You'll need
really,
it then.
really good way to age up, because the
Oh,
longer you stay in prison,
Don't
the older
try
you
any
get,
of
and
that
it goes up
funny
pretty
will
quickly.
stuff. It won't work in here. The boss made sure of that.
Mr. Longman. Yeah, Just in time for the UK
The
undos.
cell next to you.
Yeah, what up?
Guess you're the one they've been hot cloakering all this time. I could hear you squealing all the way down here, mate. Nothing to be ashamed of. They know their pain here. Wait a minute. I know
Like
who
the
you
long
are.
noses.
You're that
They do look pretty
avatar,
cool, but they're
ain't ya?
not nice men.
Beat the arena and let the big prize go to save pretty little Whisper, didn't you?
Boxers, man!
Don't get your kind in here often.
Yes.
What'd you do? Kill a man?
Oh my god, get this
Slice
over
up
with.
some
I don't care. Yeah, we're in
Oh,
prison.
can't believe
Ooh.
his damn luck. It's his birthday today, you know. The vicious bastard.
So, on
Every
his
year,
birthday, he has a
us
race.
dragged
Whoever
out of
wins the race
ourselves, shows us a little
gets to listen to his
sunshine,
poetry.
so we know
If
what
you
we're
listen to
missing.
his poetry, you can find the key in his office. If you get the key in his
Doesn't
office, you
do
can
that for the
unlock your
kindness of his
equipment.
heart,
I know how this goes, game. Just let me
They
fucking
race
get
us
it
round
on
the
with.
courtyard.
Exposition.
Take bets on who'll win. Then the winner gets a trip to the warden's office and... can't remember the last time I wore some clothes on there. It's too cruel to mention.
Oh yeah, he's gotten buffer.
At least you get a good look at his
He's
place.
not as buff or as fast as I would
There's
like
more
him to be,
books and
but
furniture in there.
he's pretty buff pretty fast. The reason I've been raising speed is for this stupid race, and I forgot about it until just now. You have to run against the other people. Cell block one.
Look lively, scum.
Yeah,
Time
you
to
could
move
definitely fit
out.
through these bars,
It's
right?
race time, and you'd better put on a good show.
I miss when
Some
he
of
was
us have bet a lot
thick.
of money on you. Win.
Isn't he? How is he not thick anymore? I must have run a lot since then. We're renowned, we're fairly attractive. 20 years old, and we're slim. What happened to us being obese? That went away so quickly.
Lose, and you get a round in the torture chamber. That sounds fun. Yes, sounds fun. Let me hear it.
This is what you hear. There we go. Alright, cool. Let's get this race on. I may
Right,
lose
you
at first
miserable
because I
sods.
forget.
I want to see a dirty race. Plenty of pushing and shoving. You hear me?
Yeah, this is what slim looks like. My chest
Now
is the
get into
size of the
positions.
man next to me.
3,
Slim.
2, 1.
I forget where the
Keep
race.
running,
That
scum.
warden trip is mine.
Keep running, scum.
Alright, thank you. The guards point the way. That's good.
Keep running, scum.
Kill me, please.
Someone kill me, please. Wow, this is a really easy race.
Move on,
Someone kill
you
me,
ugly maggot.
Why did I ever have trouble with this? Beefy, you look beefy. He does look quite beefy. Look at this man. Look at this man. He's incredibly well built.
Hey, you useless filth.
Santa, gotta go fast. Gobble fast. Got it, yeah.
You snail.
Jesus Christ, I'm just tearing up these other guys. I thought this was so much harder.
You ugly maggot.
You ugly maggots.
Bravo! We have a winner. Guards, escort him to my office.
So he writes bad poetry to Lady Grey, I think, that
The
we have to listen
recital
to.
will begin anon. Remember, I
Remember,
require total silence.
I've never been here before. Okay. I'm cheating. Just making that clear. I'm saving over this slot because I don't want to just get older and older and older because it takes fucking forever. So,
Behold, the ball, the spirited sparrow, as it doth fly above our dream.
1483. 1483.
None can harm it.
Not even
An
an
arrow.
arrow.
And should you try,
So,
you w-
this is the core mechanic of this stupid fucking thing. It's one of these 3 books, and I'm gonna Google it. Fable, Prison, which book? I think it's completely randomized every single time. The
Sneak over to the bulletin board. You won't see anything. You won't get anything the first time and then return to your cell. What? 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 Maybe I'm really misremembering how this works. Yeah, I'm not blindfolded. Requires total silence. And a gag. And a blindfold. And some restraints. Listen, nothing creepy happening here. Alright, chat, what are we feeling? Pink, green, red. Sorry. Red, green, blue.
It was in prison.
Give me a vote. So I can offload responsibility of onto you. I'm feeling red or blue. Maybe green. Go left, alright. I don't think it matters which book. Every try has 3 books. I hate resorting to walkthroughs. Far left. Listen to the poem to figure out which one. The poem has nothing to do with books. Get the key. Pass the warden paper, you don't need to memorize it. Sneak back to the books, examine one of the books. It's either randomly placed or restricted. Phallic shaped chin straps. Alright. No, did not seem to work. Diary's empty. Do I reload? No. No, let's just play the game.
You have no
interest in the arts. We get thrown back in the cell. Another year goes by. It's his birthday again. We do it again. Oh no, torture.
Welcome to your temporary home, the torture chamber. We're gonna have some fun with you.
I do not consent.
Yeah, we're gonna enjoy this.
Safe word, please. Yeah, alright, getting tortured.
The darkness of the cell consumed the hero's mind. And it consumed his life too. Another year would pass by in his prison. Another year of torture. The ancient
not fun
blood in his veins. The power of the guild. None of it meant a thing inside these walls. And all this time, Jack of Blades was free to roam Albion. The hero would not be beaten. He would be free.
So now we have to do the race again and listen to it again and open it up again.
It's a special.
Well, here we are
again.
Stay in there. I'll get to you in a moment.
Your hair gets longer every time too. Look at our terrible facial hair. Look at this.
I wonder what happened to them, eh?
Look at how bad he looks. I'm a protagonist. This is what protagonists look like.
You survived another year.
Oh my god, brooding conversation.
We gotta get into the warden's office. We gotta get that key.
Still no pants, it's been a year. Everybody else has pants, not me. Just gonna tap my way to freedom.
Look lively, scum. Time to move out. It's race time.
Hold on,
And
I wanna do something. Going to stats, going to here. No, stats, skills. Sorry, skills. Going to here. Flirts. Flirts. All right, assign to number 8.
Ha! Some of us have bet a lot of money on you.
No, that's not flirt.
Win,
Oh.
and we like you. Lose, and you get around in the torture chamber. That sounds fun. Yes, sounds fun. Let me hear it.
Can you hear this? Can you hear this, guard? Is that enough for you? Hey, get the
right.
fucking move on.
3,
I know how this
2,
works.
1.
Oh no.
Get your finger out of
prison.
the
Let's
bag.
catch up.
I don't like the expression puss bag.
Get your finger out, puss bag!
Puss bag. That... I mean, literally, it would mean a bag of puss.
Snail!
Pus, right? But, like... He's not saying puss bag, he's saying puss bag.
That way, you
Flirt
great
with
big
your cellmate?
Balverin
We don't have a
turd.
cellmate. We're in there all by
That
ourselves.
way, you great big Balverin turd.
We have
Move
a
it.
dude in the cell next door.
That way,
By most...
you great big Balverin turd. Running, you snail!
Bag of small cats? Maybe, yeah. You're quite the athlete, aren't you?
The recital.
Title will begin anon. Total silence.
Grey is the prettiest color. Oh, grey
Gray
is the prettiest, color. For it's in her name, her eyes, and her soul.
4504.
She makes me feel 10 feet taller. To see
Blue.
her is to lose control.
Son of a bitch, it was green? Okay, no, it was blue. Thank God.
It's
I was about to be real tilted.
No interest in the art.
Have a prison baby.
My
Send the baby out through the
opus
bars,
is
steal the keys in the
wasted
dead of
on
night.
your
Now you're
first
thinking.
ideas. Back to the cell with you.
It seems the warden has lost his key. We'll keep you in the holding cells until it turns up. Torture will be delayed.
Not the torture! What am I supposed to do? Yo, what up?
Hey,
Fucking prison break, bitches. Got my stick back, we're ready to go.
You ready?
There's a lot of empty cells here.
You're a pal.
Hey.
I'm free.
Get in on this.
To the courtyard.
Do you not
Ready when you are.
do you not want your freedom?
To the courtyard.
There we go. Oh God. Let me out, boys. No.
I'm gonna get some revenge on the bastards.
hey,
What if we all just hung out here in this small cell with this bed?
hey.
Hey. No? Not into it? Alright. Guess we could escape from this
Ready?
hell of a prison. 5 boys in a cell happening.
Time to get revenge. It's payback time.
Alright, time to get revenge. It's payback time. Yeah, you say that?
Vengeance is mine.
We need our equipment first. Because I can't use magic here and up. Cell block 2 seems to be gone. I forgot about that. Hey. They all have identical tan lines. It's intentional, right? They get together and tan together. Dang, dang, dang. Is this the guard barracks? I honestly can't remember. Cell block 3.
We'll distract the guards and escape later.
Yeah. We'll
It's
distract the.
payback
Yeah.
time.
Plate boots. I'll equip that. Excellent. Never go out without your boots.
Vengeance is mine.
Got some good kickers here. This man is ready for a riot. And tan together. That's what the kids are calling it these days, right? Right?
Time
So, as you might imagine, our fellow rioters are just gonna die horribly and immediately. So, we can't hang around for them. Wait. No, our equipment isn't here, I think. Subalert Alex says, hey, I think that's best. The bits or donation sound just being hey. I don't hate it. Wait, there's guard outfit in here. Could I just dress up as a guard and walk out of here? By the way, I think all the prisoners are dead. Nah, I don't think the guard outfit thing works. If it does, I'm still not doing it because that sweet, sweet XP is what matters. You're missing belongings. Oh. Hello. Just hold on a minute. There we go. Just one moment, please, sir. Just one moment. Hold on. Just give me a minute. I'm not decent. I think that's good. Do we actually have the correct sword equipped? I don't have the stick equipped. We are good to go. Bueno. Muy bueno. Ha ha ha, your friends are dead. Yeah. Those boots look so heavy. Yeah. You're not wrong. They would not be light. Can I? No, I can't slow time? Yes, I can. You fuckers lied. You're like, don't try any of that will stuff. It doesn't work here. It doesn't work here, huh? Okay. Doesn't work. You got me. Bamboozled. Doesn't work at all. So, where does that go? Torture chamber. Nope. Don't want to go that way. Want to make sure I'm not missing anything over here. Then I want to go up to the warden's room and trash it. Oh yeah, that would get you pretty buff, huh? Wearing a full suit of armor your entire adult life? Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we're stopping by the warden's office on our way out. Because... reasons, I guess? I don't have good reasons, I just want to stick it to the man. It is... that has always kind of bothered me about this whole prison break sequence. Is that... you're the only one who lives. Everybody else just gets, like, completely wrecked immediately. You can't get them, like, armor or weapons. That's why Mongols didn't use heavy armies. Stick it to the man, you say. Not stick it in the man. Stick it to the man. Different thing. And he's not even here to stick it in or to. There's no sticking to be done. Buff dude, thick armor, small horse equals no empire. Equals small, thick empire. Yeah, we have to run all the way back, huh? Now, we are getting close to the end of Hour 3, but I want to wrap this chapter up rather than just ambiguously stop here. I think we are going to only stream for about 3 hours tonight, because I worked longer than normal nights. It's fine, but it meant that I couldn't start streaming until late. And I want to wake up at normal people time tomorrow and see the sun at some point. It sounds nice to me. Meanwhile, Mom is still in here. Mom doesn't get to run in the yearly race, apparently. Just me. Dudes only, I guess. Wow, these guards sure are talking.
I see you've been trained well.
I see you've been trained well. Now is not the time, Mom. Yeah, it is sexist. The, people imprisoning us have some weird standards, right? Why does the only woman in the prison stay locked up? But the dudes all have a chance to listen to the, excellent poetry of the warden. makes me wish that you could play as a woman in this game. In Fable 3, you can.
How'd you...
I don't remember if you could in Fable 2 or not. I think in Fable 2 you might still have to be a male protagonist. That's one of my favorite parts about Fable 3, actually, is being able to be the queen. She's pretty... well, she's not particularly cool for any special reason, but it's fun. Shirtless men, on the other hand, yeah, they need them firm bods. I mean, it is his birthday, right? He's getting all these men shirtless, running around half naked for him on his birthday. This isn't like,
It's not far now, but we must
that's
hurry.
what he wants for his birthday. That's his birthday gift. That's definitely makes it pretty, pretty homoerotic. Happy birthday to me. The skeleton with shit spooked me. Yeah, they did when I used to play this game, but now I just kind of expect them to pop up. A hob spooked the hell out of me when I first had one pop in.
Wait, it's that bloody hero!
Jump scares tend to be what get me. Subnautica, I was not afraid of, like, the deep water or the unknown monsters or anything like that. It was the goddamn exploding fish. It was the tiny exploding fish that always freaked me out more than anything else. Because you just hear them start screaming at you, and you don't know where they are. And then they pop in and jump scare. I think having the choice of a female character in a long third-person game is a must by now. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it is weird that people are like, the predominant argument for it coming from dudes is like, well, if I have to stare at an ass for 20 plus hours, I'd rather it be a chick's ass. The justification for having equal representation of different genders and sexes in video games is not because, from the male gaze, you want to be staring at an ass that somehow tickles your fancy. That's a stupid justification, right? The real justification should be because it's a fantasy-based thing, and you should be able to play whoever the hell you want. That it doesn't matter if you're a man, or a woman, or queer, or intersex, or trans. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, you're a hero, and you go around smacking stuff with a stick and murdering people. Like, who gives a shit what your junk or body looks like? It should be open to being played with. That's one of the things the Elder Scrolls series has always done pretty well, is allow you to play with that. Wow, doesn't even really get an intro sequence or anything like that. Just bam, straight to the tentacles, huh? I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. I don't like it. First the non-consensual BDSM, now this. This is a horrible prison. Ah, that explanation is maybe a mask for a dude actually wanting to experience being a woman but not feeling comfortable in their masculinity saying so. That's a good call. I think there's some validity to that. Well, not validity to covering like that, but I think that you're onto something here. Tentacles. Oh no. God, that looks so bad. Slow down. Its health isn't going down. I think I heard it as much as that phase would have let me. Yeah, I definitely did. Oops. I mean, there are some very obnoxiously straight dudes out there that legit, the only way that they can imagine having fun playing as a female character is if that female character is a sex object. Which is weird and very sad. That's the whole Lara Croft syndrome, right? Because if we didn't make her a sexual object, then, like, why would dudes want to play this game? Oh, I don't know, for the story, or mechanics, or gameplay, or character development, or writing, no, none of that, I guess, just I'm glad that the games industry has come a long way since its younger days, but it still has a lot of room to grow. I think the real challenge is having good, interesting characters. Because for a long time, even in Fable, your character is boring as hell. This is a blank slate with no personality at all. If I'm playing a game, my character is good looking, I'll probably stop at one point and go like, yeah, that's a hottie. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's totally valid. But when you play as the character for like 300 hours, you'll get pretty bored of that. Yeah, that too. And like, yeah, you'll get over it pretty quickly. If your entire justification or motivation for doing is like, dang, they hot, like, you will not be playing that game for long. There are plenty of adult-themed games out there that can play to that interest more than like a title that's supposed to be dozens or hundreds of hours. But go play some dating sims. There are very many adult games out there to take care of those tastes and interests. And there's nothing wrong with them, but we can't stream them on Twitch.
Revenge burned like a sun within the hero, and his destiny was clear.
Burned like a sun.
Jack had cast a shadow over the whole of his life. He had been the architect of his sister's blind suffering, and of his mother's imprisonment.
Jack is really a terrible
and soon
antagonist.
His power would be absolute.
Like, he does a really bad job at getting what he wants. Or can we? No, we can't.
Well, looks like you didn't turn out too badly after all.
Thanks, Mom.
You did pretty well back there. But
Thanks.
there's still so much to do. Jack is getting closer to the sword. I can feel it.
Weird.
He needs a key to unlock the sword from its hiding place. And now he knows where it is.
It's in
the key is in Hook Coast, hidden in the ruins of an old abbey.
Oh, that part too, but it also needs like a blood sacrifice
We have one advantage.
thing.
He doesn't know the key will only make itself known to one of our bloodline.
Oh, well, there it is.
Why
Yep.
we have to find your sister. As long as she's out there, Jack could use her.
Why did you
should go to
reproduce?
Darkwood and investigate the portal.
Why did you
There
reproduce
must
if
be
you knew
some
that
way
this
of
was a
activating
thing?
it.
If you
It's
knew
the
that your
only way to
bloodline
get
was
to
the only
Hook
way
Coast.
that like an evil dude could get
First,
access to
I have a
like a
gift
super
for you.
powerful object,
There's
why
power
reproduce?
in your blood
You
that
should,
hasn't been tapped yet.
for the good of the world, commit suicide, end your bloodline. That would be a truly heroic act. But instead, you reproduce to make more potential sacrificial
Feels
lambs.
good, doesn't it?
Fuck are you doing,
Now on,
Mom?
I will be able to talk to you through your guild seal.
Great, another
Now go.
person in my head.
I will try to find Teresa.
Her face. Just the open mouth. Gape. Gape is not a good word for that. There wasn't very good birth control
Your
back
guild
then.
seal has been reactivated.
It's called not
Welcome
fucking.
back. Check the guild for more quests.
It's been 2 years. You got any new quests for me?
You've received a new quest card.
No? That's it for notifications? Alright, cool. So I think I think we are going to end here for tonight. I know I haven't been streaming that long, and I'm excited to keep playing, but yeah. So YouTube, stop by again tomorrow. I'll be here.